Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back putting a positive spin on The Devil Inside. The Devil Inside is a 2012 exorcism horror film, inspired by true events. The story in the movie is based on an actual real-life case. I remember when The Devil Inside was first released. I saw the trailer and thought it looked really good. And then it seemed like the TV spots were on all the time. For one reason or another, though, I never did get to see it in theaters. And this was actually a first-time watch for me. Jason had seen it before, when he first got his copy on physical media. But he hadn't seen it since then. He remembered liking it though, and it was his suggestion that we cover this one for Positive Spin. The Devil Inside currently has an IMDb rating of 4.2 out of 10. And most of the reviews you'll find are of people absolutely trashing it. But this video is a positive spin. So this is what I personally like about the film. First of all, The Devil Inside was directed by William Brent Bell, who also directed Stay Alive and Orphan First Kill, which was amazing, by the way, among other things. The movie starts on the day before Halloween, and then most of the film is set in the month leading up to Christmas. Right away, the opening police call is a positive, with the woman telling the dispatcher she just killed 3 people. And then, with The Devil Inside being a found footage film, we see all of the gory details as the cops arrive at the crime scene. It's gruesome and downright disturbing in just the first few minutes. I like the fake news broadcasts and how this whole film is a mockumentary. It turns out those 3 victims in the opening were clergy members, 2 priests and 1 nun. Fernanda Andrade stars as Isabella Rossi, our main protagonist, and she's beautiful. I love that the movie was filmed on location in Bucharest and right there in the Vatican City. The footage shown during the Vatican exorcism class was effectively creepy. Honestly, all of the disturbing footage shown throughout the film is a positive. The Devil Inside has a short runtime of only 1 hour and 23 minutes, and that's with the credits. And it's paced really well. I like the connect the cuts line, and I distinctly remember that from the trailers and TV spots. Suzanne Crowley is so good as Maria, who may or may not have a mental illness, or may not be possessed by the devil himself. And I love how the movie explores both options, with an emphasis on believing she is mentally ill. There's a chilling line from one of the main priests, who is also an exorcist in the film. He says, "I've seen the devil way more than I've seen God." The Rosa Sorlini exorcism session is really well done. The transference death scene is very disturbing. What I've come to realize once again while watching The Devil Inside is that when people don't like found footage films, they really don't like found footage films. And for many, that ends up being the only reason they need to hate a movie entirely. It's too bad though, because just like with any other genre or subgenre, there are good films and there are bad films. I'm personally not a huge fan of musicals, but there are some I absolutely love. I don't just blindly hate every musical because they're musicals. Unfortunately, that seems to be what a lot of people do with found footage. They won't even give it a chance. Director William Brent Bell actually received hate email over the ending of the film. This stopped the already planned sequel from moving forward. Once again, people's hatred and negativity cost us more horror. That's why Jason and I always say we rather promote films than trash them. Now, because of all the negativity, those of us who enjoyed The Devil Inside will never get to see the sequel. Apparently, audiences booed during the ending in theaters. Ironically, I really like the ending, and I know Jason does as well. Clearly, many other people hate it, though. Either way, you're probably a little intrigued now, right? Is it really as bad as people claim? Or will you like it too? Worst horror movie ever made. That's a phrase people use to describe this one. Well, guess what? The Devil Inside was the most profitable movie of 2012. Number 1, with a $100 million profit. That, to me, is extremely satisfying. But you don't have to agree. This is just my positive spin. Please be sure to check out Jason's as well. Have you seen The Devil Inside? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. To which hated movie will we next give a positive spin? Check back soon to find out. Until then, remember, physical media matters. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.